Welcome to the Stephen Leeson Show, with you here live from the Scientology Community Centre here in Dublin, bringing you some of Ireland's most talented performers every Friday night. Tonight's guests are a very unique and talented family, originally from Arklow. It's two sisters and their man, each with their own career paths, but have now come together with their combined talents to forward their repertoire. These three talented ladies will amaze you as they perform to backing music, to piano, and sing a cappella. Mother of two very talented singers is Naoimh. For over 30 years, Naoimh has performed nationally and internationally as a songwriter, singer, and pianist. She's also a music teacher and choral director. She's played many challenging roles on the musical theatre stage, winning Naoimh's Awards for Best Singer and Best Actress. She was runner-up to represent Ireland in Eurovision with the hit song Always You. Wow. Daughter Amy, since graduating from Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, has worked on Broadway and the West End. After playing no less than 2 leading roles in The Commitments at London's West End Palace Theatre, Amy then toured the UK and Ireland, playing the role of Natalie in Roddy Doyle's production. Amy's worked extensively here in Dublin, the UK and the US. Her sister Leah graduated from GSA in 2014. Her performances in Ireland include Side by Side, Fiddler on the Roof, Songs for a New World, Rent, and Evita, for which she received an Naoimh's Award for Best Actress. Leah appeared in several West End productions, including Sweeney Todd, The Clockmaker's Daughter, and The Play That Goes Wrong. She toured the UK as Imelda in The Commitments and has recently returned from her Australian tour with the World of Musicians. Folks, get ready for a musical treat with Naoimh, Amy, and Leah Preston. Here they are.
Child, you say to me, I am the voice of your history. Be not afraid, come follow me. Answer my call and I'll set you free. I am the voice in the wind and the pouring rain. I am the voice of your hunger and pain. I am the voice that always is calling you. I am the voice, I will remain. I am the voice in the fields when the summer's gone, the dance of the leaves when the autumn winds blow. Ne'er do I sleep throughout all the cold winter long. I am the force that in springtime will grow. I am the voice of the past that will always be. I am the sorrow and blood in my fields. I am the voice of the future. Bring me your tea, bring me your peace, bring me your peace, and my wounds they will heal. I am the voice in the wind and the pouring rain. I am the voice of your hunger and pain. I am the voice that always is calling you. I am the voice of the past that will always be. I am the voice of your hunger and pain. I am the voice of the future. I am the voice. I am the voice. I am the voice. I am the voice. darkness is falling down around my ears. I'm drowning in a river of my tears. When all my will is gone, you hold me sway. Pull me like the moon pulls on the tide. You know just where I keep my bed aside. What days have come to keep us far apart? A broken promise or a broken heart. Now all the bonny birds have wheeled away, and I need you at the dimming of the day. Come the night, you're only what I want. Come the night, you could be my confidant. I see you on the street and in company. Why don't you come and ease your mind with me? I'm living for the night we steal away, and I need you at the dimming of the day. Yes, I need you at the dimming of the day. I pray you'll be alright, and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. La luce che tu dai, I pray you'll find your light, nel cuore resterà, and hold it in our heart. Ricordaci when stars go out each
what about it? Absolutely unbelievable. Leah, Amy and Naoimh, to have a family on the stage, what can I say, that is just pure talent. And I could say to them how many years are they playing together. I'm sure it's since they were born they're hearing music. Welcome, ladies, and thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely brilliant. Give us, like, who arranges the songs, or have these just songs that have been in the family that someone's already arranged, or what way does?
Some are arranged, they're famous arrangements, and others are songs we just literally arranged around the piano. And we've been, like you said, singing for years.
Yeah.
So it's an organic thing, and also homage to very famous arrangers and composers out there. So treat as always.
Is there a fight ever over the harmonies? Who does what harmony?
Never. We actually very luckily sit very much into our stations within the harmonic.
We know our place, Steve.
That's like pretty unique, isn't it? Like, you know, because especially sisters as well. Like, you know, to have the different. You're happy to sit in. You're the higher. Like, you're so high, and it's unreal. Like, you know. Sorry, again, I'm getting mixed up. It's Amy, isn't it? Amy and Leah.
Yeah.
Naoimh, okay. Just for everyone else to know as well. Like, you know, because you were confusing me earlier as well, Mammy.
Oh, I go by either Amy or Leah. I answer to both, to be fair, at this stage.
That's the way it's gone. Tell us about the songs anyway in general, for picking them for doing shows, or even picking them for tonight. Is there a reason why you picked those particular songs so far?
They're ones that we've kind of been singing for years, and we always try to include them in shows that we do. We find they go down well, and they do. They mean a lot to us. They're ones that have been in our family for years, really. It's also lovely to find, like you said, that we have quite different voice types. Now we do blend, obviously, when it comes to it, but it's nice to find songs that kind of champion each of our voices. Well, try to. And it's also like you said, things that we've been singing since we were children.
And Mammy knows the words of them now at this stage, so
more iPad inside.
So much
Very
more
true.
comfortable to perform.
That's the way it's gone. No, iPad, that's the way it's gone, isn't it? Yeah, it's brilliant. Like, you know. Have you got any brothers?
No.
No. Okay. So just thought of
I
it.
didn't make boys,
like, you know. No. You could have got the really deep one coming in, like, you know. And come here, it's the girls. It's not your first time on the stage. I know, Mammy, it's your first time on this particular stage, but you were here not so long ago with Virtuoso.
Yes,
yeah.
we were. We were here with Virtuoso. Shout out to our dear friend Chris Curd. It's his birthday today, so it's his 30th birthday. So happy birthday,
Happy
Chris.
birthday, Chris.
So we were here. It was around June, was it? May or June? Yeah. So that was the last time we were here, which is fantastic. It was brilliant. Less of us this time.
Yeah, it's great to do your own thing as well, like, you know, and Chris was here only last week, like, you know, and he was with the Rock Tenors, and it was brilliant. It's great to see, like, because obviously there's a group. How many is in the Virtuoso?
10. Well, now we have swings and covers, so I think there's about 14 now.
It's great to get a group together and then do your own things as well, like, and that's what we're saying you have to kind of do in this business, isn't it? Absolutely. Tell us a bit about the acting. Mammy, were you an actor?
I am an actor, yes. I teach, so that's acting all the time.
You said you didn't want to talk on the stage when I asked you just before we were saying, Stephen, will we talk between the songs? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. You told me no, if it's not scripted, I'm not doing it.
Sitting down now, I'm relaxed. Yes, we've all acted on stage. Amy and I made our debut together, actually. Our very first show was The Sound of Music. And Amy was 5, I played Liesl. Wow. Amy played Gretel, and my mother played the housekeeper, Frau Schmidt. Leah, a couple of years later, followed us on the stage. You were only a baba at that time. So we've literally grown up doing shows together. And so each of us have been involved in a number of various, different shows, and very fortunate to be involved in a premiere of Brian Byrne's Angel of Broadway 2 years ago. And there's talk of that resurfacing again. And so that's sort of me, kept busy now for a little while anyway.
I know, it's great. Can I ask you about a song that you are going to perform? I don't know whether it's your first or second one next that's coming up. You're doing an a cappella song, like, you know. Tell us a little bit about that, like, you know.
Well, that was written by our dear friend and Mum's dear friend, Ian Byrne. Do you want to?
Ian is frontman with the Kansas City-based trad Celtic rock group, The Elders. And Ian he wrote this song in honour of his father in the early noughties. And it's called Men of Erin, and it has been taken into the hearts of all the Elders fans around the world. They have many fans, and they've adopted it as their ballad. It connects everyone to the universe. It's just a universal song, and we started singing it a few years ago, and with their blessing, I'm glad to say.
It's beautiful. A lot of their music kind of obviously comes from an old Ireland in times of the famine and when people needed to leave Ireland to go to America and the likes, and sort of never really saw their families again. So it kind of takes that story into account and how a child might feel leaving their parent behind. And yeah, it's sad, but it's got a hopeful kind of message, and to take all the positive and all the wisdom that their parents gave them in their life in Ireland to bring forward to wherever they were going, to give to their own children. And yeah, it's a lovely story.
It really touches out, like I was just saying, it has that, even the melody of it, like, you know, I studied traditional music of all different countries around the world, like, you know, such, like, you know, and that's why I heard straight away, like, you know, I mean, you told me Kansas City was where it was going to, like, and I was like, okay, really, is it the first or second of the years they're going to sing it?
That's the second song.
Second one, so. Folks, listen now for the second song. I'll let you go back on stage and then come back to me, and we want to find out more and more about this.
Thanks
a million for coming along here. So I really appreciate it. There you have it, folks. So that was a very quick, short interview just to find out a little bit about the songs, but really want to dig deeper and deeper with the ladies to find out more about their backgrounds and about their history within the music scene and within theatre and the whole lot, which you've heard in the intro. So, girls, take it away again.
They thought they could dispose of me. They tried to make me small. I suffered each indignity, but now rise above it all. Yes, the price I paid was all I had, but at last I found release. And if something good can come from bad, the past can rest in peace. So if you see someone's hurt or in need of a hand, don't forget me. Or hear a melody crying from some baby grand, don't forget me. When you sing happy birthday to someone you love, or see diamonds you wish were all free, please say that you won't. I pray that you don't forget me. But forget every man who I ever met, 'cause they only live to control. For a kiss they'd pay 1,000, yet they'd pay 50 cents for my soul. They took their piece, the price of fame that no one can repay. But they didn't buy me when they bought my name, and that is why I pray that when you see someone's hurt or in need of a hand, don't forget me. Or hear a melody crying from some baby grand, don't forget me. When you sing happy birthday to someone you love, or see diamonds you wish were all free, please say that you won't. I pray that you don't forget me. There are some in this world who have strength of their own, never broken or need or repair. But there are some born to shine who can't do it alone. So protect them and take special care. Take care. Fare thee well, my boy, as you wander this night. Be not feared in the darkness, my heart is your light. As you go, brave men of Erin, faith and love by your side. I will dream of your peace in the night. Please don't cry, my mother, as you sit by the hearth. I will dance your memory with joy in my heart. I will go now and pray as I travel this land and live by the lessons you gave. Fare thee well, my boy, as you wander this night. Be not feared in the darkness, my heart is your light. As you go, brave men of Erin, faith and love by your side. I will dream of your peace in the night. Please don't cry, my father, as you sit by the hearth. I will dance your memory with joy in my heart. I will go now and pray as I travel this land and live by the lessons you gave. Fare thee well, my boy, as you wander this night. Be not feared in the darkness, my heart is your light. As you go, brave men of Erin, faith and love by your side. I will dream of your peace in the night. Please don't cry, my children, as you stand by my grave. I have danced your memories all of my days. I will go now and pray as I travel this land and live by the lessons you gave.
Don't you just love it? Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful singing, beautiful harmonies, as we discussed, and delighted just to hear that song, and the fact that it's an original song as well, which is really, really unique. Ladies, it's a brilliant song, like, you know. And for anyone out there listening, like, you know, if you haven't already plugged in the earphones or were listening from your phone, I hope you did, like, you know. But it's brilliant, like, you know. It's just fantastic, like, you know.
Molly and
sound, you
Byrne.
know.
Byrne and the
Yeah.
wonderful. The Elders, would you mind if I dedicated that to the memory of Steve Phillips? Steve Phillips was front man with the Elders, and his fans are worldwide, and he left this world a year ago this
Okay.
month. So I just like to dedicate that song to Steve and all of the Elders. Thank you.
Definitely, absolutely. Now, Mammy, I want to ask you a bit more about yourself. No pressure around that, you know. The one at the Eurovision, like, you know. You know, you have to tell us about that, like, that experience, how you got there. So many questions about that. Like,
You know what? It was a wonderful experience. I was very young. It was 95. I thought I'd have a go. I was of writing a song. And in those days, you would submit your song and it got through. There was a panel who judged the song, and I think 12 songs in total got through to the final. I was one of the fortunate ones. It didn't win on the night. It came second. The final was in the Cork Opera House. It's one of the most memorable nights of my life. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the crowd that travelled up from Arklow that night. You were in viewing the event from a different platform, as I remember. Leah was only a little baba. You were only 1.5 or so at that time. Yep,
Yes, I think
something
so.
like that. So you didn't get to stay if we wanted.
No.
But it was great experience, and I love the song. I love to sing it even to this day. And yeah.
And the preparation for it, like, you know, once, like, what was the time frame, just out of interest, when you found out you were going to be...
It was one of those songs literally that took me a few minutes or a few hours to write. It literally wrote itself, and I recorded it in a local studio. Paul Barrett arranged, and it's called Always You.
Yeah.
And it's just a song about enduring love and friendship and someone always being there no matter what you do. Do you know? That kind of thing. It's the time frame. Well, I remember it was performed in April, if I'm not mistaken. And we just had a few weeks to run up to it and rehearse for it. And it was a great, exciting time in our life. You know, as I say, it didn't win the vote on the night. It came second. So we drove home a little disappointed, but what a great experience.
Still happy, though. Like,
I was only a young woman.
when you're submitting, did you have to record the song first to submit it? Or then,
I recorded it first on my piano and I gave it to an arranger. As I say, Paul Barrett, he arranged it, so he put the backing to it, and then he scored it for the orchestra, for the RTE orchestra to play that night then. So I got to sing the song with an orchestra and the orchestra. And it was a 3-minute long song. It had to be timed to 3 minutes. And I remember as the second verse was coming to an end, I thought to myself, oh no, it's nearly over. Oh no, it's nearly over.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the end of this. Just make the most of every second.
That's brilliant. And the piano, have you always been playing the piano yourself?
Yes, yeah, I've been playing since I was very, very young. 7 years of age, I started and haven't really stopped since. But sure, look, I don't play as much as I'd like to, but...
Oh, yeah, but you were saying earlier that your mother sang as well, and was she an actress as well?
Yes, Mum played the guitar and sang. Mum and Dad sang together in the home all the time. And you'll remember that. Pop still does. And girls, you'll remember Mum singing. And she was great. She sang from the heart.
No,
good folk singer.
It's brilliant. Like, now, so girls, you were as young as 7 as well, getting involved in the theatre stuff as well. Like,
Singing since we came into the world.
Since we came into this, since we were old enough to scream, it was in a nice key. I did my first show with Mum when I was 5 with Avonmore Musical Society, and we've all done plenty of shows with Avonmore down in Arklow since then. But then when we kind of hit sort of 16 and 18, we decided to take it professionally, and we've been very, very lucky. Very lucky.
Just a question, actually, when you were singing the a cappella song there, like, you know, is it the word pitch perfect? Have I got it right? Like, you know, when you're choosing the key and you're singing a song a cappella, like, you know, are you as pitch perfect? Like, you're yeah?
I am consistently flat.
No, you're not.
But I have relative pitch. So, no, not flat. I'm always the semitone under where I think I'm supposed to be. You're always bang on. When I get it right, I'm very...
I have to hear, like, a note or a chord or something to be able to do it. Like,
picture. You know. Yeah, I would say it's relative pitch too.
E.
It's okay, don't.
See, not bad. I pitch everything to metallic as nothing else matters.
Can you do it? Like, it doesn't matter what one.
It's not trained that well. I could do more work on it, to be honest.
I was saying I pitch everything to metallic as nothing else matters. Bum 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 bum. It's a nice little.
There you go.
There's my E.
There you are now.
Wow.
I think of the
Whatever
E in
works
Phantom.
for you.
Yeah, it's just interesting to know, like, because I'd always fear, like, you know, I've done it before. Like, started off a song and I'm like, oh no, and it's too late once you start. Like, how do you go back?
Especially
or do
if it's
you
too
stop?
high.
Yeah, especially if it's too high. Like,
This is
it's
it. Well, you
worst.
see, the exterior might have looked calm opening up that song now, but inside my head I was thinking from where, I was paddling, thinking back from where we left off and trying to find my notes. So did I get it right, Leah?
You did get it, don't worry.
I always remember when I was in college, there was a girl, and she was just like she'd nearly a different mind with music, like, you know, and she used to be like wondering what the key of everything was, even down to the point she was like, oh, I heard the door close and it squeaked. I wonder what key that was in. Like, you know,
I get
like
that. The horn in my car is A flat.
See what I mean? How do you know that?
Bored
Like,
on a long journey home from a gig once, and I was like, I wonder what that is.
so
Person behind me going,
did you
"What's
take out the
wrong with
tuner or what? How did you figure out? Like, you know, you worked it out.
I'm fun.
Yeah, no, you were one of those girls. But still, yeah. Oh,
What have I done to them?
you were also saying about you have worked together. As the three of you worked together on a show as well. Like, as I know you've done but have you acted as well together?
Yeah, we have. Lots of it. What? I'm actually trying to think what would...
ladies.
the Addams Family.
We did the Irish premiere of the Addams Family, and Leah, do you want to take us through the casting?
Okay, right.
Who was
so,
who?
So
Like,
I
yeah.
played Morticia. Amy played Wednesday, my daughter. Mum played Wednesday's mother-in-law. And Amy's husband played the butler Lurch. And Brian O'Gorman, mother's partner, played Gomez, my husband.
And our mother's sister played my grandmother.
That's the one. So that's the family
Go
tree
figure that one.
of the
How did I
Adams
even
family.
Get that together. Who put that
Now
together?
say it back. You have a test on Wednesday.
So that was with Avonmore Musical Society. So that was, what year was it? 2014. 2014. It was the Irish premiere. So yeah, that was that. It was fantastic.
And that was the first one you did together?
We've done
No,
it
no, no,
before.
we've done
Do you remember Beauty and the Beast in the National
Yes.
Concert Hall with Festival Productions? We all...
We've been kind of in and out. I mean, you did Hot Mikado when we were kids.
Yeah.
And you did Honk when we were...
Yeah.
Loads.
Too
But our
many.
first
Okay.
big concert was Forget Me Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forget Me Not in the National Concert Hall in 2014. We staged that concert in memory.
No. Was it 14?
2014? Mum died in 2013.
It was 14.
Sorry, you're dead right. You're dead right.
We staged that in the National Concert Hall in memory of my mum, the girl's nan, to fundraise for Alzheimer's. My mum sadly left us far too young, the age of 67, from early onset Alzheimer's, and that's where we put our energy into fundraising. So it was a fantastic concert.
And it was a great success. We actually raised how much?
I think it was 10.5 grand, but we got I think it was close to a 26-piece orchestra, and a fantastic cast of about 12 people who gave their time and talent for free to make it happen. We've managed to fill the National Concert Hall and raised all of that money for the Forget Me Not and Alzheimer's Foundation.
It was an incredible experience, and people have been asking us, like, are we going to do it again? We're like, oh, that's a lot. But no, it was absolutely incredible. So
We had a lot of support from very good people in Arklow and all around the country. All around the country. Very good. It was wonderful.
The bus from Arklow?
There was a bus from Arklow.
I think
there
there were
was
five
buses.
I think there were 5 buses from
That's
Arklow.
some support, isn't it? Like, it's
Yeah.
brilliant, like,
Yeah.
I'm not far up the road from you now. I'm only there 2 years, like, but that's brilliant, like,
The Arklow, but there's none to rival the Arklow people for their support of arts and music, to be fair.
Great. Even when I seen that the names were mentioned, and then your name was mentioned by a friend, I think it was, as I said, John Brian or whatever, and when you were on the Virtuoso, and then the names were mentioned, I was like, Mammy is a singer as well, and I was like, oh, Sheila, I wanted to find out.
We know John for years.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
No, it's great support.
Great
for
musician.
music, it's great. What else was going to ask is, the accents and stuff like that, because you were talking about doing the commitments together. It's 2 girls, like, can you do a Dublin accent? Well, you're living in Dublin now, are you all living in Dublin now?
I'm living in Dublin,
You're living in Dublin.
and you're soon to be living in Dublin.
I'm soon to be living in Dublin.
Okay.
New Year maybe.
Okay. And Mammy, where are you living? Sorry, I keep calling you Mammy Niamh.
Dundrum at the moment. So I'm sort of
Dundrum,
Dublin. I'm in Dublin.
okay, yeah.
I don't have the accent yet, though.
Did you just have to put on the commitments accent for the
Yeah,
we hammed it up a bit.
It came out very naturally.
Yeah.
Like our friends have told us, we're the only people to leave Arklow, go to England, and come back with
a Dublin
accent.
Yeah, that's right, actually, what's going on there.
Yeah.
The company you're in, I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah.
It was a great time. It was a great time. Having both girls involved in the same production of the commitments. It was a very proud moment. I don't mind saying.
Is that fundraiser probably the best gig you remember doing together?
Together.
Or like,
It was one of the most emotional. My brother Colin Kavanagh also was the MC for the night, so it really was a family affair. My dad was sitting there in one of the first few rows, looking up at us all, and it was very emotional. So it was charged with more than just the musical performance, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was it was an amazing night, memorable.
yeah, it's definitely when it's sentimental to you, it's going to mean a lot more. Like, it's creating great memories, though, isn't it? Like, that's what I always say. Like, we've had a couple of charity gigs here, like, they've been fantastic, and I told you we're hoping to get you back again, like, maybe close to Christmas, and we're hopefully going to have one. Like, I'd love to have you. I also wanted to ask about like the Borgosh Theatre, the West End. Like, what's the difference of? Tell me, like, I'm like going from one to yours. Are they all? Is it similar in Ireland than it is? Like,
Well, the Board Gosh is one of the most incredible venues to perform in. It's just, it's
Perform
exceptional.
in the dressing rooms and still make profit. It's huge.
It's exceptional. Like, it's a fantastic venue. With regards to comparison of, I mean, you get similar houses in the West End size-wise. The support when we came back to Ireland with the commitments, playing the commitments to your Dublin audience, there was no feeling like that in the world.
Almost too far.
Yeah.
It was, and then we had our friends and family waiting outside, and it was the closest I've ever felt with a celebrity. Yeah. I kind of was like, but yeah, there's something very, very humbling about
Very,
that. It was very special. But in terms of, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of marked differences. Obviously, the West End, you know, they have that industry there, whereas there's not as much of that particular industry here. Not as much. There's fantastic industry here, but it's we just haven't had the opportunity to expand like they have had in the West End. But I really do think all that's going to change. I have a feeling it's all gonna.
The talent in this country, like even since we started doing this show. By the way, this is, I think one of the lads was saying to me, it's 6 months now today. We've been doing this show, so you've done the 6 months. So I'm delighted to have someone like yourselves on, because it's amazing that the voices come on from music, you know. And one of you was stuck in Australia recently or something happened. What's going on there, like?
Yeah, no. We were stuck for a little bit. I mean, they had to drag me back now, to be honest.
Drag you back, okay. Because you were going to be locked there or stuck there, were you?
Well, what happened was we were so lucky that we did get to tour a little bit. So we obviously went over. We landed in Sydney. We had to do our 2 weeks hotel quarantine in Sydney, which was actually grand.
Great.
It was great.
Was everything paid for? Was everything paid for the quarantine? Yeah.
So it was great. I caught up on all the Marvel saga. I caught up on the Marvel saga, so I was sorted for the quarantine. But then, so we went to Tasmania, to Hobart, which Tasmania is the most stunning place. So lucky to see Tasmania, and we got to perform to full houses, and it was our first time performing since the pandemic. And it's completely normal out in Tasmania. They haven't had a case in like over a year, so they are back to normal. Full audiences smiling back. It was incredible. But then unfortunately there were just different lockdowns in the States. So we had a 3-week period in Adelaide where we were just chilling in Adelaide for a bit. And then we were due to get touring again. But unfortunately, with all the lockdowns, restrictions introduced, we had to just call it a day and come home, unfortunately. But I know that tour has plans to go out again in the future, just once things ease up a bit out there.
Did you have something like 45 shows you were going to do and you only got to do a few?
Well, I was meant to still be over there. We were meant to be touring until the end of November. So we only managed about 2 months, a month and a bit out there, unfortunately. But the time we did have out there was incredible. And at least we got to, we got to make the most of it while we were out there. So I know hopefully they'll go out again and they'll get to do it right.
Had you been over there before?
No.
It was your first time?
And it was my dream, our absolute dream.
Oh, was it? That was one of the places you just wanted to go to.
Australia has been one of the places in the world that I'm literally just obsessed with. It's the most incredible country. And it was very disappointing to have to come back.
But still a great experience.
Incredible, and it's not going anywhere. So.
Yeah, exactly.
No kangaroos.
Did see loads of kangaroos. And ate loads of Tim Tams. They were fantastic.
Had you been over to Australia? Had you done much travelling?
Myself, no, not as much as I'd like. No, busy raising children.
Okay, so you are doing the travelling for what you didn't get to do, is it?
Though. I have cruised.
I was going to say, I did get you onto the cruise ship.
Oh, nice,
yes. A Caribbean cruise. Yeah,
nice.
Leah was a performer on
the Seabourn Odyssey. Yes, Amy's also done cruise ships as well. She did Royal Caribbean. But Mama managed to join me on
In Heaven
on the Seabourn Odyssey whilst I was there a couple of years ago. So that
Bequay Island.
Bequay.
Bequay, highlight for me. Princess Margaret Beach. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like it.
And how many floors on the cruise ships and all that?
Mine was tiny, so mine was only like 7 decks. Amy was like a floating city.
Yeah, we had 2 theatres, we had a shopping centre. There were ours was just a city. Yeah. But it used to take something like 25 minutes to walk from one side of the ship, or to walk from one end of the ship between the jigs and the reels, getting up in crew areas and down and blah, blah. It used to take 25 minutes to get from my cabin to the gym, which is at the other side of the thing. So you'd have to it was huge. Yeah.
I've never been on a cruise, but I've been on cruise ships just when they docked in Dublin. I'd gone on and played and just done a show for them and I come off and everything, but just food, when they sort of sit we were
dangerous.
Just eat whatever you like, and I'd say it's dangerous if you're on
whatever you like, whenever you like.
Yeah. And the choice of it, it's just all just spread out everywhere, it's just
how life should be.
Yeah, it is, but we might be put on a few pounds over the pandemic. I don't know what it'd be like if I had that all the time, You have a show coming up, which is not too far from me, in a couple of weeks, and I thank you again for it's like last minute, because we only found out yesterday that you're going to come here because we got someone called in sick, like, and also thanks for doing it. But we're delighted to have the opportunity to do this, as I suppose just to do a show before your actual live one, which is in the Mermaids Arts Theatre.
Mermaid
Tell
Arts.
us about it.
Yeah, Arts Centre on the 19th of October, so not too far away. It's the three of us. Our dear friend Chris Currid is going to sing. He's going to guest. And
is he?
a dear friend of ours, Kieran O'Loughlin, who was in Australia with Leah, and accompanied by the incredible Conor McCarthy on piano. And we have a cellist called Yu Tang. He is from the RT Concert Orchestra, and he is insane, incredible, just incredible.
So excited.
I'd say so.
Great to be back, isn't it, girls?
It's on a Tuesday, is the 19th? It's on a Tuesday?
Yes, it is a Tuesday.
What time is that?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
I hope to get there myself even to see it. Like,
Let
that's
us
great to
know.
get the support from Chris and that as well. Like, and to come along and to special guests as well. Like, you know, it's great. To find your music, I was asking you, Sarah, have you plans to record stuff or release stuff or that? What are your plans?
But that will be the next. We're slowly building up to it. You know,
Yeah.
I think certainly before the end of the year, we want to get started on a recording project, don't we, ladies? Now I've said it now, and it's recorded
official
now,
and
so it's official.
Done, noted.
Make sure to send you a copy so you have proof, okay? So you
Constantly watching the space.
so you're gonna, so the idea is you're going to record it before Christmas and release.
Go.
I'm just saying it's done. Do you know what I always find though? Like, if you're going to record something, like, you know, I always find if you put a date on it, it'll get done. If you don't, it will just go on the long finger. It'll never ever happen, like, you know. So
You're dead right. I think it's been about 6 years now.
you're joking, like, you know.
We kind of always talk about it, and then
Get busy.
we get busy. We're like
Someone's end up like in another country, so we're like, oh, may wait, sorry.
Oh, you just have to do it now. You've
Right,
said it, so you
tomorrow
have to do
morning,
it.
what are you doing, girls?
So to find yourselves and to find if you're going to be doing more shows, like Facebook pages.
Yep.
Instagram,
Instagram.
Facebook.
I think we're all sort of. I'm at Amy Penston Music. You're at Leah
At Leah
Penston.
Penston.
At Leah Penston. Same on Facebook. Amy
We're
Penston
easy enough
Music.
to find.
Yeah.
You don't have the Penstons, like.
No, we don't
no,
have
it's
a.
Yeah, right. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Well, folks, look out for it, and I'm delighted because we're going to unrehearsed song together ourselves.
It's
as
a
well.
go.
Cool. Me and three beautiful ladies on the stage. What more can I ask for, you know? Come we give it a blast. Thanks very much,
Happy to
ladies.
go.
Thank you.
We'll give it a go.
Trying to remember these
Suits you. I'm on here just waiting on the guitar to kick in. Oh, there we go. We roughly went over a song earlier, and we're going to try it again. As I said, the girls only informed us that they'd be able to do tonight yesterday. So we're going to do a lovely song called Caledonia.
I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me. These past few days, I've been afraid that I might drift away. intentions flying somewhere in the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me. Now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest quiet, the flames of cool don't get me higher. They've withered now, they're gone. I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow when hands are shaken and kisses flow. Then I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you. Think
About you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me. Now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Caledonia's been everything. Caledonia's been everything. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
Thank you very much, ladies. Brilliant to have you on, and I hope to see you again soon. As I say, come across for Christmas, we'll have you back up for maybe a charity one if we can. Folks, don't forget to tune in next week, same time, same place, 7 o'clock, and we've got Rusty music. So looking forward to see you then. Thank you.